Good evening, I'm Justin Meddy. While COVID-19 numbers across northern Wisconsin are still very low compared to most of the country, 2 local counties did report COVID-19 deaths today. Marathon County health officials confirm the 3rd person in that county to have died from COVID-19. Forest County health officials report their 4th death from COVID-19. Across the state, Wisconsin DHS reports 703 new confirmed cases today. That is down from Saturday's all-time high of 978. However, as you see here, test numbers, like most weeks, are low on Mondays, leading to a percent of positive tests over 10% for the 2nd day in a row. To get a better idea how much of an effect the virus is having around here, here's a look at the number of people hospitalized for COVID-19 in Wisconsin, according to DHS. You see now not as many as back in April, though the number has been increasing since about mid-June. However, if you look just at north central Wisconsin, it's a little different story. We've normally only had a few COVID-19 patients any one time since April. We peaked at about 20 earlier this month. That number now back down a little. DHS reports 9 people are currently in the hospital because of COVID-19 across north central Wisconsin. Teachers unions for Wisconsin's 5 largest school districts are asking Governor Tony Evers and other top state health officials to keep schools closed for the start of the upcoming school year because of COVID-19. Union leaders for the teachers in Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay, Kenosha, and Racine say in a letter today, quote, "The classroom is where every single educator wants to be this fall, but with no containment of Wisconsin COVID-19 cases, a virtual reopening for public schools is necessary," end quote. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, students, parents, and faculty from private schools in Milwaukee rallied in front of the health department building today in favor of returning to school. Staff at Marquette High say they consulted with medical professionals on their reopening plan, and they want to be allowed to do it.
Parents are convinced, feel comfortable with the plan. We believe that it's safe for students to return to the school.
Right now, Milwaukee City's officials are banning schools in the city from returning until they progress in their fight against COVID-19. There are some encouraging signs tonight in the global race for a coronavirus vaccine. Researchers at the University of Oxford in England say early results from one potential vaccine suggest it is both safe and effective. It's being developed by Oxford and AstraZeneca. They say all of the participants in the vaccine trial who got the vaccine saw an increase in both antibody and T-cell response to the drug. Researchers add more research is still needed before the vaccine is confirmed effective. Well, you can normally show your Hodag pride on a bumper sticker, a baseball cap, or a t-shirt. Now you can also do it on a mask, thanks to a print shop in Marshfield. Andrew Goldstein visited them today and has the story.
This is a film, so I guess this is how it starts.
Lindsay Rasmussen spends a lot of time here.
We print all of our designs up on a film.
Making masks in the back of the shop.
We just think, what would we want to wear? And try to make it fun. You know, we don't want it to be, you know, something, oh, I have to wear a mask. So this is a mask palette.
That was the inspiration behind Premier Printing's line of high school spirit masks, which they design and print at their store in Marshfield.
As we started getting closer and closer to school, we thought, why not make some with school logos on them so that whether or not the kids go back to school, they can have fun with it.
Each mask goes through a long process.
I had to make sure it was all outlined.
From the computer screen to production, right on the premises.
We've been extremely blessed with great customers that are willing to buy it local. There you have it.
Rasmussen isn't just making a local product.
Now it's ready for curing.
She considers herself one too.
I'm proud of being from Marshfield, and I'm proud to be a printer in Marshfield, and anytime I see anybody wearing something that we did, I get a little excited.
And now everyone else can wear that pride right on their face. In Marshfield, Andrew Goldstein, Newswatch 12.
Premier Printing has a selection of school masks available on its website. They also do custom print jobs if your school is not listed. Outside, Devin, a little bit cooler today.
Yeah, definitely cooler today after a few hot days, and more like hot weeks actually. And now things feeling pretty good out there tonight. Here's a live look in Minocqua, where there's not much traffic going on there, but actually a very nice night to maybe go for a walk, just to make sure you're in the city lights, of course. And otherwise, just kind of enjoy yourself. Right now, there's not much clouds across the region, but we'll see clouds increasing later on tonight. You can see there's just a little bit of activity just off to the west. I don't expect this to make it into our neck of the woods, but we'll see more development for the daytime tomorrow. Temperatures right now, upper 50s in Rhinelander, middle 50s in Eagle River, 51 in Manitowish Waters. That is a very refreshing number there tonight. The dew points are also low in the 50s, a few 160-degree reading in Rome, but this is definitely much better than the 70s that we were seeing a few weeks ago. So here is your overnight planner for tonight. Temperatures will drop into the lower 50s by early tomorrow morning. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin?
Less than 4 months now until the November election, Joe Biden still has not committed to any one running mate. He has said he intends to pick a woman for that job. Tonight on Joe Reid's new show on MSNBC, Joy Reid, Biden also said he has not committed to choosing a black woman, though he says he does have 4 black women on his short list and says he's now in the process of getting his potential VPs vetted. Rumored candidates so far include Kamala Harris, U.S. Rep. Val Demings from Florida, and U.S. Senators Tammy Duckworth and Elizabeth Warren, among others. Next month's Democratic National Convention planned for Milwaukee, now expected to be mostly virtual. President Trump has been pushing for the Republican convention in Jacksonville on August 24th to still be a big event. The city's mayor is on board, but today Jacksonville sheriff says he's not so sure it'd be safe.
What I'm saying here today is that the plan that, the bits and pieces of the plan that I have in front of me today is not something that I can support, that we can move forward with, knowing that we can keep the event and our community safe.
Meanwhile, in Washington, lawmakers are back at work now following their summer recess. And among the hot topics is what to include in another potential COVID-19 relief bill. Nadia Romero has details.
Inside the Oval Office,
we have a lot of good things happening.
President Trump and congressional Republican leaders spoke about their focus for the next round of coronavirus stimulus funding.
Kids in school, jobs, and health care.
The clock is ticking on Republicans, Democrats, and the White House to get a deal done. As coronavirus surges in parts of the country and millions of Americans are unemployed, the stakes couldn't be higher.
So you can't pass the bill in the Senate without the Democrats, and we'll begin to talk to them as well.
Democrats already passed their proposal in the House. The $3 trillion measure, dubbed the HEROES Act, includes hazard pay for healthcare workers, another round of stimulus checks, and more funding for the CDC.
We are going to do everything we can to make sure that the CDC is fully funded in the stimulus package.
In addition, the Democrats' plan extends the $600 a week federal unemployment benefit. Republicans also want to continue to offer federal unemployment support, but
we're going to make sure that we don't pay people more money to stay home than go to work.
Instead, the Trump administration is looking at a $1 trillion package, including various credits and incentives like a payroll tax cut.
I think it's an incentive for companies to hire their workers back and to keep their workers. So payroll tax cut to me is very important.
From the price tag to the policy proposals, Democrats and Republicans have different visions for the legislation, meaning it may be a bumpy road to get much needed aid into the hands of Americans.
We're working and negotiating with the Democrats on trying to get a plan that helps small businesses, helps people, helps this country.
At the White House, I'm Nadia Romero.
Have you ever heard of pickleball? There's some brand new courts to play the sport in Rhinelander. Here what players are saying about them. Coming up after weather with Devin, right here on Newswatch 12.
North Star Mohican Casino Resort, where there's more action, fun, entertainment, and rewards.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer, finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
Fishing for the best deal on a new Alumacraft boat? Then get to American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano. upgrade to your dream fishing boat with the lowest prices on Alumacrafts guaranteed, starting as low as $109 a month. Pick from hundreds of boats in stock at the largest showroom in the USA. We'll beat any boat price by $500 and trade in your old boat for even more savings. Book the best deal on Alumacraft boats at American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Allie.
And this is our family from Shoulders RV and Marine. If this year's taught us anything, we believe it's taught us we need to get back to the good old days of enjoying the outdoors, camping, boating, and buying from small businesses. Here at Shoulders RV and Marine, we happen to check all of those boxes. Next time you're in the market for a dock or lift, boat, camper, power sports, or nearly anything outdoors, sales, rentals, parts, or service,
we'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders RV and Marine, across from Menards, Rhinelander.
WJFWdeals.com. Find money-saving offers for many of your favorite restaurants. Certificates for this fine eatery are on sale now at WJFWdeals.com.
We are busting at the seams. CT's Deli in downtown Rhinelander has expanded our seating area. We have a great menu and a wide array of quality meats and cheeses. Stop in soon or go to ChefTom'sDeli.com.
Food, merchandise, entertainment, and much more, all at WJFWdeals.com.
And welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the day today because it was a lot better than what we saw over the weekend. We had 2 rounds of severe storms move through. One was early Saturday morning. The night cleared out, then the atmosphere recharged. And then round 2 hit, giving everyone a busy weekend to kind of keep an eye on things and be ready to head to shelter if anything. But now we're all done with that. It's a nice quiet evening with 59 degrees in Rhinelander and no wind out there at this hour. And dew points down in the 50s, which is very refreshing out there. Now temperatures have been running close to average, and we'll do that. We'll actually be below average for the next few days, including today. They'll go down as a below average day on the chart. Yesterday we hit 79, and that's actually where we should be for this time of the year. Today, most of us only did lower 70s, even an upper 60 reading in Ironwood, but most of us did it today. We made it to the 70s, upper 70s down in Wisconsin Rapids, and temperatures right now are dropping pretty good and fast. Dry air will do that as the temperatures and the dew points stay low, and then temperatures will drop pretty quickly. 66 degrees in Wausau, 63 degrees in Wisconsin Rapids. Now your temperature trend coming up will go from the lower 70s tomorrow, and yes, both of these days include a little bit of a chance of rain, warming all the way up into the upper 80s by Saturday, Sunday, and again on Monday, and it will feel humid yet again. Now here's the dew points for tomorrow, or actually this is right now I should say. We have lower 50s across the northern counties and a little bit higher farther to the south, but definitely doesn't feel like the 70-degree dew points that we saw over the past few days. And over the next several hours, we won't see much of a rise in the dew points. Maybe the upper 50s by morning kind of stay there as we usher in a little bit more moisture as we have another frontal system that will be passing through, but definitely a far cry from those 70s. Right now we're pretty quiet out there, maybe a few passing clouds not showing up on the infrared satellite. Now we are watching a little bit of development off to the west in parts of Minnesota. They developed in parts of the Dakotas earlier. Tracking off to the east, I think this will all hold off until morning before it makes it into our neck of the woods. Low pressure system developing, tracking off to the east. Now it'll be giving us more chances of thunderstorms. Some of those make it a little on the rough side, produce some gusty winds and hail. As this low pressure system tracks off to the east, it'll be out of here through the day Wednesday. And Thursday will be looking pretty good. Now again, the green area here, that's the first of the 5 categories, a marginal risk of severe weather, so a rogue storm may go a little on the strong to perhaps severe side, produce gusty winds and some hail, and heavy rain too. Can't rule any of that out. Otherwise, that's going to be about it. Now high temperatures tomorrow, lower upper 60s to lower 70s, so it'll be another cool day for us. Panning across our southern counties, maybe a little bit warmer. Adams County might make a run towards 80 degrees. Otherwise, most of us across Marathon County areas to the south, middle to upper 70s. Now your futurecast for tonight. Let's track all the rain that's going to be moving in soon. Tomorrow morning, we'll watch the cloud cover increase, so we might see the sun for a little bit. Then we'll watch a little bit of a light-owl develop, especially for the afternoon hours. Then once everything begins to move on out of here, it'll be mainly late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. A few leftover showers cannot be ruled out. We increase the chances to around 30% for that chance of rain tomorrow. And it'll be pretty much hit or miss showers that we'll see. And again, those won't be anything to get too worried about. Now the rain will be kind of hit or miss. Some of us may see a lot of rain, others not so much. We'll call it a half an inch to an inch for most of us. Other areas may see a little bit higher depending on how strong the storms get. Partly cloudy and cooler tonight. Lows in the lower 50s. Open the windows again. It will be nice. The winds will be nice and calm. Tomorrow you may want to shut those windows before going to work. Mostly cloudy skies. Thunderstorms likely. Highs in the lower 70s. A southeast southeasterly breeze at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's a look at your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. Again, things are looking pretty good. We'll have more storm chances again on Wednesday, actually shower chances. Then things dry out on Thursday with highs in the upper 70s. Justin?
Most summer activities in the Northwoods involve water, things like swimming, fishing, kayaking. You get the idea. In Rhinelander, though, there's also a new set of courts for a growing sport that has some people hooked. Newswatch 12's Griffin Stroin has the story.
It's the fastest growing sport in America right now.
And yet, some people have never heard of it. But now in Rhinelander, it's almost impossible to not know what pickleball is.
We had the groundbreaking, or excuse me, ribbon cutting ceremony this morning.
Maureen O'Melia, chairman of the pickleball court, is happy the project is complete.
Extremely gratifying. We are all very, very excited for this.
So what exactly is pickleball?
As I play it more and more, I like to think of the game probably as you standing on a ping pong table.
That might sound crazy, but people are hooked.
I've been playing pickleball for about 4 years now, and I always kid, have asked me 10 years ago what I'd be doing with my time, I would not have said pickleball.
It took about a year for all these pickleball courts to be built, and the community wants everyone to get involved, even if you're like myself and have no idea how to play pickleball.
That's a big component of our group, to get others to join, stay healthy. I mean, that's great for our community.
It's really a very active game for people of all ages.
So whether you know the rules or not, young or old, pickleball might be for you.
For our community, for our health of our community, for all age groups, it's just a great thing.
In Rhinelander, Griffin Stroin, Newswatch 12.
Summer is a big time for tourism in the Northwoods, but how is the pandemic affecting that this year? We'll hear from local business leaders and what they have to say about it coming up after the break. But first, here's tonight's Job Watch.
Job Watch is brought to you by Ripco Credit Union.
Ripco Credit Union, since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Save big money on your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. Get a clean edge around your landscaping with Mastermark Terrace Board Lawn Edging featuring a wood grain texture. Get a 40-foot roll for $16.90 after 11% off. This Snapper 3000 PSI gas pressure washer featuring a dependable Honda GCV 160 engine is $327.95 after 11% off. Start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm from Alpaca. I came to see Dr. Scher because I was having severe lower back pain. It was so bad that I could only walk about 20 feet without having to sit down again. After seeing Dr. Scher, I have absolutely no pain. Can't thank him and his staff enough. How do you thank somebody for giving your life back?
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Ripco Credit Union, since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Coming up on a Tuesday, it is time for this week's Thursday in the North, where we will learn all about lead poisoning.
And cooler temperatures will continue for the next couple of days before a big warm-up arrives this weekend. Of all the details coming up on your Tuesday.
On Wall Street, quiet day for the Dow to start the work week. The index rose about 9 points to close at 26,681. The Nasdaq, however, gained about 2.5% to close at a new record high. Summer tourism is a huge part of the Northwoods economy, but as the COVID-19 pandemic continues, how are local businesses faring? Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson spoke to some local business leaders today to find out.
In 2019, visitor spending in the 7 Northwoods counties, including Forest, Iron, Langlade, Lincoln, Oneida, Price, and Vilas, was $647 million. Three Lakes Chamber Director Colette Sorgel says this year wasn't off to a good start.
Back in March, it was easy to be a little nervous about what summer would hold.
In the spring, many businesses had to shut down due to the coronavirus. And when the safer-at-home order was lifted, Sorgel said businesses had a lot of work to do, but did well to accommodate people.
The Northwoods has done a good job in helping people feel comfortable. We have efforts in social distancing, we have good signage, and our businesses are all working to comply with the guidelines.
Businesses had to innovate. Many began services like curbside pickup, delivery, and online shopping. Sorgel adds that businesses are still struggling from losing a few months' worth of income, but she anticipates tourism spending this year will be even higher than last year. She says that the pandemic has emphasized the beautiful nature of the Northwoods.
We have all the beautiful parks and lakes and nature, and in nature it's a lot easier to social distance.
Sorgel says people are noticing how they can take advantage of all that the area has to offer.
I've had more people this year ask about where can they go boating, where can they go biking, where can they go hiking, where are different places that have outdoor seating.
Sorgel says people are exploring new lakes and trails and discovering more Northwoods communities.
Tourism is not just coming to one spot and necessarily staying there, but you reach out from your base camp, wherever that may be, and you check out other things.
That's Morgan Johnson reporting. Despite tourism being up here, across the country, many people have been struggling with the economic impact of COVID-19. We'll show you what folks in one Marathon County nonprofit have been doing and why they are driven to help after the break.
When a nurse has a patient that gets a diagnosis, you explain to them what that diagnosis means. You give them all the facts and the tools that they need to take care of it. That's what President Trump should have done as the president.
It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
Now, I voted for Donald Trump, but I do not think we were prepared for this.
President Trump does not listen to experts. And now we're trying to play catch up, and I'm not sure we can.
I think we have a lot to be concerned about.
He just makes up things as he goes along that he thinks will make him look good. He doesn't have to take any responsibility.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
I mean, we pay taxes for our government to work for us, to provide the things that we need so we can sustain our lives. Why should I vote for you if you don't want to be responsible for anything?
AB PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
At Schrader's, we love summer, and it shows. Find a beautiful dress for that warm weather event. Shorts and tops in the latest trends. Keen sandals and Lake Girl. And get the perfect gift for that summer wedding.
You'll always find something new to love at Schrader's in Anago.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer. Finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
Ride the unique Lumberjack Vulcan 262 steam locomotive that has been running for over 100 years. This train is the only one of its kind operating in the world. The Leona Lumberjack steam train is celebrating 50 years of operation. The museum complex is built on the foundation of the original logging complex. Today, the history of the logging camp remains in the original animal barn, a working blacksmith shop, logging museum, and the historical Cracker Barrel store. For more information, visit lumberjacksteamtrain.com.
Did you know that giraffes have 20-inch tongues?
Did you know that rhinos have 21-inch tongues?
Practically tongue-tied.
We'll salute San Diego all this week.
I have some Twinkies in the car.
Weeknights at 6:30 on NBC 12.
The Wisconsin National Guard has collected over 250,000 COVID-19 samples statewide since the pandemic began, and they're holding a few more free testing events this week across the Northwoods. Today there was a free testing event in Iron County at the Hurley High School. They'll hold another event there on Thursday from 10 to 7. There's also another testing event in Iron County tomorrow, the DNR Ranger Station in Mercer from 10 to 7. Price County has a free event scheduled for this Wednesday at the County Forestry Garage in Phillips from 10 to 7. And tomorrow Taylor County is hosting an event at the County Fairgrounds in Medford from 11 to 7. For more information, you can visit your local county's public health department. When the pandemic started, the Public Service Commission of Wisconsin temporarily stopped disconnecting utilities even if people hadn't paid their bills. It was meant as a way to ease the financial hardships brought on by the pandemic and stay-at-home orders. However, that temporary moratorium ends this Saturday. Those who have fallen behind on payments are encouraged to contact your utility provider, set up a plan so you can pay it back. You can also apply for assistance from the Wisconsin Home Energy Assistance Program. Throughout the pandemic, there has naturally been a rise in people looking for some economic help. Newswatch 12's Nate Myhock talked to folks at the Marathon County nonprofit to see how they are trying to provide help to people who need it.
The Neighbor's Place food pantry has been busy.
I believe since April we've had over 500 new families that have never been here before.
That's Donna Ambrose, executive director of the organization. And even though it's been tough, they're doing it for the people.
So we're trying to make it as easy and trying to be as accessible as we possibly can.
But the team is not doing it alone.
The USDA has tripled the budget for emergency food distribution. So we have had a higher volume of food delivered to us that we can distribute in Marathon County. So that's helped us out tremendously.
And with the help they've been given, the Neighbor's Place wants to lend a hand to the people of Marathon County.
I know there's a stigma sometimes, but really this is a very easy, welcoming process. We don't want people to struggle. We want families to come here knowing that this is a safe place, because everyone should not have to struggle with food insecurity, especially during these trying times.
Charles Sanders has been on the front lines, working closely with those in need as an intake specialist, and his background has taught him a thing or two about helping his community.
Being a Marine veteran, I know when you receive help when you need it, it is appreciated, and I just can lift my hands up to all the people and organizations that just help make this possible for us to do our work.
And even though his military career is over, Charles is still serving those around him.
Being a 10-year Marine veteran, of course it's not about giving food, but the principle is the same, to help where we are needed.
And like any Marine, Charles isn't letting anything slow him down, not even a global pandemic.
We're not going to give up. We're going to still do what we must do.
In Wausau, Nate Myhock, Newswatch 12.
Cadillac is made for summer, so celebrate those long days and even longer drives with the fresh new lineup from Cadillac. Find the perfect ride for you. Choose from a diverse selection of uniquely crafted SUVs and sedans. The new Cadillac range of vehicles. It's the ultimate in iconic luxury. Get $9,000 purchase allowance on a 2020 Cadillac Escalade. Visit O'Malley Cadillac in Wausau or Rhinelander Cadillac in Rhinelander.
Natural beauty, natural stone, naturally affordable. King Quarry of Eagle River is your custom stone shop. They saw stone veneer from stone sources all over the United States and Canada to achieve the desired look that each customer desires. Bring the natural beauty of real stone into your next building project and let King Quarry bring your ideas to life. Product integrity, customer satisfaction, and a dedication to excellence. Get real, go natural with King Quarry.
King Quarry, the distinctive stone authority.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer, finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scher, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
Hi, I'm Maria Seefeld with Miracle Ear of Marshfield. If you're struggling hearing your favorite news or TV shows, please stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Devin, you had a long weekend, tracking a bunch of some thunderstorms move through the area. A little break today, though.
Yeah, finally a good break for all of us today after tracking those storms over the weekend. And things are quiet now, but yes, I hate to allude to you, we have a little bit more action on to the west. That won't arrive till tomorrow, though, so we at least get to breathe tonight. And temperatures right now, Justin, are your windows open at home?
I'm not home. I don't know if they're open right now, but I'll have to open them once I get there.
Yeah, definitely. 59 degrees in Rhinelander and middle 50s in Eagle River. It's definitely a nice, cool evening out there, and the winds will be nice and calm. Eventually hitting 53. Some of you may get a little cooler than that. And looking ahead towards the next 7 days, temperatures, again, will be below average to the lower 70s with rain chances. And then Thursday, we dry out upper 70s and the heat and humidity returns. So we're kind of getting a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah, a little break. Yeah, lots going on this week for sure. And then, again, more heat towards the end of the week.
Right, yep.
All right, thanks, Evan. Thank you for joining us on News Watch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon is next here on NBC. Have a good night.